you think about flooring, maybe you go to the hardware store just to walk down the flooring aisle. Probably not. Probably not something you think about. When you purchased a property, when you moved in, were you worried that there was going to be flooring in the property? Well, no. There's always flooring in a property. But why would we talk about flooring? Well, eventually, at some point, the flooring is going to wear out. You're going to want to do some upgrades, and flooring is a very important part of the process. So we have six types of flooring that are most common. Number one, we have rolled vinyl. Rolled vinyl is normally going to come in sheets that are a larger size, that can fill large areas with minimal seams. They're going to run from wall to wall. They're going to be sealed around the edges, and it can be a very durable product. Number two, we have the vinyl stickers or the vinyl planks. Not luxury vinyl, but just little stickers. They're going to be a similar product to the rolled vinyl, but they're going to be in small sections, and they have an adhesive that sticks to the bottom. So in laying them down, you may follow a similar process to laying tile, except these stick to the floor. You keep moving. There's no set time. Very simple process. Number three is the luxury vinyl plank. Luxury vinyl planks have some fantastic designs. They can look like real wood. They click together. They're waterproof. They look fantastic. Then we have tile. Tile is a very solid, very reliable, probably a long-run contender in a quality flooring. Then we go to wood, real wood. Well, today, real wood is not the same real wood that we had 50 years ago. It's an engineered product, but it does go down with glue. It is a fixed product, and it has a very pretty finish. It can add a fantastic appearance in a property. And then we have number six, which is carpet. Carpet in the 70s and 80s covered the living areas, it covered the bedrooms, it covered anywhere that it was not wet. Today, we see that changing a little bit, and now you mostly see carpet in the bedrooms. So when we think about these six types of flooring, the question comes up, what type of flooring is good for my property? Well, let's think about these six types of flooring. Rolled vinyl today can have some fantastic prints. It can look really cool. It can look like wood. It can look like tile. There's very minimal joints, and it adheres directly to the floor. So it's a nice, simple product. The question we may ask is, would this look good in my home? Is this a similar type of flooring that people would expect when looking at my house? And in the future, if there's something that comes up, how repairable is this? What would it look like if I had to make a repair to this floor? Now, yes, rolled vinyl does have seams, so making a repair can be done. You would need some extra material to make sure you can match the pattern, and you'd want to make sure that you cut out a section that matches. It can be done very well. However, in about 10 to 15 years, the adhesive will start to wear out, it will start to come up, and then it will come time to replace the flooring. Is that a bad thing? Depending on the cost, depending on where you're putting it, this could be a fantastic choice. Now, with the vinyl stickers that are more so in sections or planks, these are very common in apartments. They're very simple to work on. They're very changeable. But they're not going to be tile. They're not going to be wood. And they really don't have the pattern that the rolled vinyl has either. So, first question, would this look good in my property? Maybe it would fit the design very well. Or maybe even when you're looking at it, you have that thought, is this a good fit? What will the resident expect in my home? These are good thoughts to think about. Now, with these stickers, the fantastic benefit is they're easy to replace. So buy plenty of extras And know from time to time, some may lose their adhesion, some may get wet, they can be popped up. One of the easiest floorings to be able to replace. But is it going to give you the appearance that you want? There's a trade-off. Now, as we go to the luxury vinyl plank, this is a very popular topic in construction, in rentals, and renovations because it's waterproof. And that's fantastic. But if we think about it for a moment, is it? What do I mean? Well, the product is waterproof. Yes, it is. But how does luxury vinyl plank connect? It clicks together. You've got side, front, back side, clicks together. Those connections are not waterproof. And even if those are, there's a perimeter around that flooring. So this becomes a bigger concern in wet areas, in your kitchen and in your bathrooms, because there's going to be a quantity of water in these rooms. So as you look at your home, as you look at the application, while this is one of the most common floorings right now for design, think about where it's going to go. Oftentimes, the detail that is forgotten about is water can go to the edges of the room. And now the flooring is no longer waterproof because the water was able to get underneath it. And if that is neglected, that can cause some big problems. Water is never our friend when it is left sitting in a property. But there's a second one. What about repair? Remember how these went in? They click together. So if I have a damage in the middle of a floor, how do I repair it? Now, there are some fantastic handy people that do some great jobs. I've seen videos on how you can repair it. But the question comes up, if my entire floor was designed to be clicked together, and as the floor shifts and moves around, it moves together as one, how do you repair that? Even with some of the most skilled handy people. If I need it to click this way, how do I get that back in? And luxury vinyl plank is not necessarily the cheapest flooring. So the question I pose to you is, what's good for my property? What type of residence have I had in the past? What type of maintenance may come up in the future? That takes us to a classic, tile. Everybody likes tile. Now, in today's economy, oftentimes tile is no more expensive than luxury vinyl plank. But there's a benefit with tile. Tile is repairable. Tile is a very strong material. It takes a lot to break tile in the first place. But even if you break it, you can cut out those pieces, put them back down, grout it back in. You have a repair. Now, with tile today, you have tile with designs that look as they have for a long time. You have tiles today that look like wood. You have tiles that have modernized and look very attractive. Do you want large tiles that are maybe 2, 3, 4 feet squared? Do you want the tiles that look like wood that are maybe 6 inches by 10 inches, maybe 6 inches by 24 inches? Tile has lots of options. And tile is still one of the easier to repair products. So when you think of longevity, tile can hold up very well, even if it is slightly more expensive than some of the other options. You can use tile in the wet areas, you can use tile in the bedrooms, and it's not going to have a problem like some other types of flooring. Now, what about carpet? Carpet has been a staple in flooring. Why? Ultimately, it's one of the easiest types of flooring to put in, and it hides a lot of mistakes. Do you need a perfectly level floor for carpet? No. If there's a small little hole in the foundation, does it matter? Probably not. Builders love putting in carpet because they just roll it in. No big deal. But think about longevity. If you have carpet that covers a large area in multiple rooms, at some point, part of that carpet's going to need to be replaced. And while you can cut carpet any way you want, how are those seams going to line up when I have old tan and new tan, old gray and new gray, Or let's go back to the 80s with some nice deep green and a more modern color. How do those butt up? So as you think about your property, these are just thoughts to think about. Maybe I decide to use a different type of flooring in the living area, in the hallways that get the most traffic. And maybe I decide to leave carpet in the bedrooms. People like soft carpet to be able to walk on their feet very much. That can be a good choice for your property. Maybe you take one of the other products for the living area, the kitchens, the bathrooms, and then you do leave carpet in the bedrooms. A positive benefit of doing it that way is when one bedroom needs attention, that one bedroom can be addressed for much less expense than having to pull up a living room, dining room, bedrooms, hallway that was all connected. So as you think about flooring, I encourage you to think not just what it costs me today, but what is this going to do for me in the future? How long will this last? How repairable is this product? And how attractive is this going to make my home to my potential customer? My name is Baron McWright. I look forward to talking to you very soon.